Hello and welcome everyone, this is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with some 2018 Blood Bowl 2 World Cup. And we are still in the first round, of course, because there are, 32 games between 64 coaches to cover. There's just no way I can cover it all. So let's just quickly take a roundup of all of the action here thus far. Veliopia 2-1 over Parmenian Dark Elves, and then Silsei's Undead, the Francobowl Stars taking over the human team, Essex Sabres. I think this is pretty much the only human team that has lost thus far in the first round. Skaven team did lose 1 to Mr. Light's Dwarven team, and then here, Le Champ de Mon. Faux Foulet is going to be taking 2-0 victory over the Orcs, and then the Undead team 2-1 over Ducky's Wood Elf, and what a big surprise there. And then Sprinter here going to be taking the win over Gnome Slayer from the Xbox, and he is going to be a Dark Elf team. And then the Wood Elf team of Wolf Bainson. Wood Elf team did take over the Dwarven team of Adan, so these Dwarves not looking too good in the first round. I think just about every one of them except for Mr. Light's Dwarf team had lost. And of course human team did take one over the Wood Elf team 2-1, and then Westeros' Wood Elf team in a mirror matchup between him and another Wood Elf team, Chelsea Zola, 2-0 there. And then human team of Ever is going to win 1-0 against another Dwarven team, Elkalak 75. And then 2-0 here, another human team, Arzawane, the Invitational runner-up, is going to take one against a Dwarven team here, Mr. Marvel, falling just short of the mark. And then Yagul, a Wood Elf team, taking over a Necromantic team. And we haven't seen any of that action yet, but Jimmy Fantastic 2-1 with his Wood Elf team over a Dwarven team himself. But now, yes, we are going to see a Necromantic team versus a Necromantic team versus a Wood Elf team matchup, where the Necromantic team, boy, they just looked just so bad in the first round. I mean, the Claw not really activating as much, and especially going against these Wood Elf teams, right? But we'll see if this one's gonna have any better luck today. So we will take a look here at, if I can find it on the list. This is the terrible thing about having too many teams here. Yes, Eelm's Necromantic team taking on Notorious Noob's Wood Elf team. It's gonna be one of those things where this Wood Elf team, Notorious Noob, is just a little bit more known, I think. But just because you're coming out from a private league doesn't mean that you don't know anything whatsoever. Oh no. No, indeed not. But the Necromantic team versus the Wood Elf team, first round. This is going to be a very tough matchup indeed. And of course, in my preliminary prediction, I did say I liked Notorious Noob here, I believe. Let's check here again. Yes, I did like Notorious Noob, but he will be facing off against Eelm's Guillotine Therapy, the Necromantic team, and of course Notorious Noob. No Timber today, the Wood Elf team. There's going to be the coin flip. And now, World Cup continues on. Day 3? Day 4 action, as plenty of teams have played. And now today, no different. And we're just going to take a quick look at all of the skills here. The thrower in the back here behind the big tree. He will have the leader, of course. 1 strip ball War Dancer, 1 tackle War Dancer. Pretty much the 4th skill was it's just one of those things where it could go anywhere, but it will fall on a Wrestle Lineman, where we did see some people put Blodge Catchers, some other people put Frenzy War Dancers, and I do believe, another guy here with the Wrestle Lineman as well. So I believe 2 teams pretty much similar, but now, yes, no Timber today, will opt to receive the ball. Necromantic team, though, will have 5 normal skills with the doubles, and of course here we'll have the block and the mighty blow for today's match on this werewolf. And then these whites with the guard ability, and then the flesh golem there with that block. So as you can see, these guys pretty prepared for today's match. Again, a Blodge Ghoul, and that's kind of the reasons why the Necromancy team not going to be faring so well today. I mean, Undead teams could possibly take the sure hands with their Ghoul, but the Necromancy team, boy, no sure hands to speak of whatsoever, and so gonna have to rely on a little bit of luck here as they are gonna be facing down the War Dancer with the strip ball. And as I said before, some people here, the werewolves, is gonna have the block and the mighty blow for their claw werewolf, but unfortunately claw won't be activating today. It's gonna be all in the hopes of this mighty blow here on the defender down, and immediately tries to take down that very dangerous strip ball War Dancer, and almost erroneously in the front line, but no worse for wear right there. Oh boy, a little bit open for the attack. You don't want to lose that strip ball piece in the face of a Necromancy team that does not have the sure hands. Ooh, I am True Blue. What a nice time to see you today. I should be available to get you on the live match tomorrow night, 10 o'clock for my time. So look for me to cast ya, buddy. And I'm really excited to see Norse versus Chorf. Wow. That'll be quite a awesome sight. I'm really happy to see a whole bunch of different teams, but unfortunately, I would have liked to see Chaos Dwarf fight against some of these other teams, but the Norse against the Chorfs, only one of a kinds against one of a kinds, unfortunately, in this bracket setting. But I do believe the Norse team, hopefully, will have the little bit of the better of it against the Chorfs without barely any skills. And I do believe he's hanging his hopes on a Bull Centaur with the sure hands even. It may not work out so well without any block or anything like that. No dodge. So the missed dodge, but the ball fairly safe. Maybe a blitz, and then should see a couple of guys maybe touching that ball carrier, but it looks like though, again, just going to be hitting down the lineman, and we'll get a nice little KO for it. Strip ball War Dancer likely to continue to get blitzed down. No reason to stop, I say. Yeah, one of a kind versus one of a kind. It's so sad. But it is what it is. That's alright though. There's the werewolf. Here's the blitz. One die blitz even. Wow, not even going to stand up the other werewolf. We'll just do one die blitzes to start off with, and then the one die blitz to follow up. But just going to get a pair of pushes for his troubles. And I'm a little bit surprised that the Necromancy team didn't at least just pick himself up and then do the blitz with the 2 die and just let the catcher. He wants to base up the catcher, I get it, but could have done that with the zombie. But here he is going to be taking the GFI and not wanting to get that catcher any room whatsoever to move about. And he's going to pass the turn now. So now turn 2. Wood Elves. Doesn't look like they were going to score it in 2 anyways, but we have seen crazier things come out from Wood Elf teams. We just never really know. There's going to be the block and then the 2 die blitz. Ooh, nice defender down die. So if he wanted to catch it here with the lineman, then he definitely can. Ooh, nice little KO thereafter. Will definitely help out just a little bit more. Here's the follow-up. Looks like he's going to square away the flesh golem, and if he wants it, he can definitely go for it. But it looks like, though, thrower's just going to hang back here in the back left as these Wood Elf team dodges themselves out of a little bit of a danger. Get the 2 die block. Just going to be more pushes here, but that's alright though. Just wanted to get that mighty blow away. Basing up that strip ball War Dancer again. Even though he did get the block, again the War Dancer, he's wide open to attack. What's up with that? Tuck him away. Need to keep him safe for the defensive side of the ball, I say. But I guess right here, going to be living the life. At least he's got blodge and no tackle on the side of the Necromancy team. So I guess just needs to avoid the 30% on the defender die on 2 die blocks. And if there is going to be a reroll, just about a 50% afterwards. But man, I don't know if I like seeing this. At least the root tree will be opting to hold the center. Don't worry guys, when I'm rooted like this, I'm holding up the center. And Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, guy. You just keep telling yourself that. But here the Necromantic team will react a little bit more strongly to the Wood Elf possession. Yes, of course, again, the Blitz coming out, but the both down die. Oh boy, that is just too bad. Gonna get a little bit Nuffled there, and won't even have the follow-up Frenzy attack with the Mighty Blow and the block ability. Oh boy. Really wanted to get down that Strip Ball War Dancers, and I used the plural there, but only one War Dancer with the Strip Ball, but there it's just would have liked to get him down and then maybe hopefully make his offensive series just a little bit more certain, I'd say. Flesh Golems here. And the Necromantic team, so renowned in the first round here. They pretty much have to sacrifice something to get here today. And of course, gonna be relinquishing, I do believe here, one of those ghouls. It's just gonna have, I believe, one ghoul for today's contest. And yes, that is gonna be the case for this Necromantic team. Normally you see them with at least 2 ghouls, but instead we'll just have the one ghoul with the Blitz. So really needs to take care of him. He is the main ball carrier, and not only that, needs to fend off against those Strip Ball War Dancer, and heck, even the Tackle War Dancer to boot. So one of those things where you're just gonna be, you're not gonna be too safe here against this Wood Elf team, to be honest. Thank you for that auto host there again, Jimmy. Fantastic. A true gentleman you are. And there's going to be the block, and trying to take down the War Dancer, but just going to be one of those zombies that, even though they are plentiful and fairly cheap, but not very good. At least there's 3 strength, but 2 agility. Ugh, horrible with the 4 movement allowance. Not very good. At least they still have the regeneration with their armor 8, but still, going to be one of those things where it's, you're dead if you do, you're dead if you don't. Dead. Well, you know, I guess you can perhaps opt for those, skellies, I guess, but no, not skellies here. No. We're not undead here. We don't carry these. We're not like the Camry team, carry skeletons and whatnot. We like to get the zombies. And zombies only. The werewolf here will drop back, take care of that catcher, going out on the fly. And with the Mighty Blow, werewolf here should try to blitz down just about every single turn, but looks like though, gonna hold him back. Flesh Golem, he's got other ideas. He wants to take the blitz in, try to take down that lineman holding up the top right side of the cage. And he will be able to step in there. Zombie's gonna also step in. It looks like he will be able to get the other zombie over there. And nope, looks like he's just gonna hang back though. I guess that's the better play. Don't want to just put him right here. It's a, could have been also a good play as well, but probably a little bit better just hang back for the time being. Just take care of all this in the backfield. Meanwhile, the white though is gonna get bashed by this tree pretty soon. War Dancer gonna try to make some space, gonna blitz through the zombie, and then after that, likely to see a dodge away from the thrower on the screen on the back right side. Yes, indeed. Get a third personnel right there, and should be able to square away all troubles. And he does. And if he really wanted to be careful, maybe get another one right there in the back right. But it looks like he wanted to cover this square temporarily, but then remembered, oh wait, I don't have sidestep. This werewolf could totally just surf me out of there, and just moves right back in the range. So Notorious Noob, not missing it, but almost did. And so at this moment, I would say that Notorious Noob's Wood Elf team is not looking as sharp as he normally does. But that's alright, at least he didn't really get surfed and actually caught it just in time. But boy, he almost lost the catcher due to a big blunder there. But thankfully, not going to lose it there, but still, War Dancer in the midst of things here in the center. He's going to get pounded up, I think. He's going to get 1 block, 2 blocks on him. Even with the Frenzy, I think, with the Mighty Blow. I mean, this is going to be just so This is going to be just so bad after he just stands that white up. I don't know if you want to continue having that white on that tree, but I guess it should be okay. Looks like, though, Necro team still will try to play some defense, get on the cage here, and then after that, get an assist, take down that War Dancer. Should be a 2-dive block into a, looks like a 2-dive blitz. Well, no, it's going to be a 2-dive block here if he stands up the white, I think, but looks like no, he's going to stand here and get the 2-dive here, and will be getting the defender down die, and that's quite good. Have to be a little bit careful there. Would have been another hit here, and then no more assists there on the dive roll, but it's going to be okay for it. There's the blitz here on the Werewolf there with the injury and the armor break, and that is pretty good for a Werewolf with no real skills to come in with. And there's the white dodge away. Just wanted to get away from the tree. As I said before, getting bashed down so many times from the tree. Only so much that the armor 8 can hold up against. And thankfully, though, he will be able to get away and just. But unfortunately, will miss the dodge. There's the blitz here from the War Dancer. Trying to get things away. Try to take down the Werewolf as well. If we get the injury out, that'd be even better. But just going to be the armor break with the stun. We'll take it for now, as he is going to get the blitz through, and then should at least get the side cage. No, he's going to get a nice little, another 3-point cage going. Hopefully he doesn't get 1 in 36 here on any of this dice. And looks like so far so good, but does have a few avenues. And looks like the catcher, yes, he's going to move in there. Not going to miss the dodge or the GFI, and so he'll be just all right. And then, of course, going to try to at least square the back away. More screens up for the K so he doesn't get stifled into the 3+. No, that's the 2+ dodge here. He went here to the right lane, went into range, but will get the re-roll here on the miss dodge, and won't be able to get a bigger escort for his cage. That's a little bit too bad, but should be okay-ish. I don't think anyone can go over the top here for the blitz. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess he could actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's gonna be a Werewolf blitz here. I can't blame him. Trying to use that mighty blow whenever he can. Of course, when you use mighty blows often enough, hopefully could get some more injuries, and actually didn't even need the mighty blow to activate. And he'll definitely feel good about that, and will get the death injury. Ouch. Ouch time, as these Wood Elf team, no APO, and gonna have to accept that. Wow, that is just too bad there. Wood Elf team going down, 2 injuries and the KO. Necro team living up, and is gonna get some of these Wood Elves down. That's the difference here between winning and losing a lot of times when you're playing against a Wood Elf team. Can you get the injuries out? Yes or no? And I do believe earlier we did see a Undead team taking on the Wood Elf team, where the Undead team just continuously fouled the Wood Elf team. I believe it was Ducky's game, and they just kept fouling and fouling and fouling. I mean, that's just how important getting injuries off against these Wood Elves is. And that's one of the reasons why 5 things in Blood Bowl, it's going to be one of those things where you want to have at least a guy that can do the fouls, another guy that can get some big hits in. 2 things that are quite dangerous for a Wood Elf team to contend with. And pressure mounting, 1-0. Notorious Noob will get the touchdown slightly early. 2 turns though, just needs to hold for the defense, and I suppose that the Wood Elf team, same thing, can do it, but he's gonna have to do it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 personnel on the pitch. And gonna be down 1 of these KO personnel to come in. That's gonna be a little bit too bad, but Necro team, Werewolves on the pitch, they can definitely move the ball very quickly and soon, so definitely not out of the realm of possibility, and can get this touchdown. Watch out. Yes, indeed. That is what you call a dead elf scum. A fine start. So now, of course, Necromancer team wanting to get this 2-turn touchdown. And if he can do it here, that will give him a little bit of advantage into the second half to win this ball game. And looks like, though, a riot, and it's actually going to lose both teams a turn. And so, Necroman's team didn't necessarily line up for a one-turner, and going to have to just go into the locker room 1-0. That's a little bit too bad. That's too bad. Yeah, well, that's alright. We're going to see some bashes in, and after that, we should see some funsies. Werewolf get the blitz here, and trying to continue to use that mighty blow to full effect. Blitzes down a catcher, but a little bit of a missed opportunity. Maybe should have blitzed down the tree instead, where he does have the claw and the mighty blow, and it does activate here on the tree, the claw, and could have maybe have gotten that 2-die block instead on the tree, but actually opted to go for that catcher. I guess I can't blame him there. Thank you for that follow at the mad. You may be mad, but you are my kind of mad fellow. Thank you so much. Here comes the foul, the obligatory. And he did get that death entry, so in this game only, he should have the extra zombie. So why not? He will get the foul and also will get the armor break. And not only that, no call from the ref. Oh man, that is beautiful when you can just get away with these fouls. And not only that, produce the armor break and get the injury. Yes indeed, looking good here from the Necromantic team. Necros has just been absolute kryptonite in this tournament. Will we see a turnaround today? I don't know. I don't know about that, but this is a start. This is definitely a start. And the KO'd personnel for the Wood Elf team coming back, and will be able to field at least the 8 necessary for the defense. And that'll be good enough for this Wood Elf team. All he really needs is just gonna have a catcher or two to make sure that he can get to that ball after the War Dancer blitzing. Because don't you forget, normally this would be pretty much an easy grind out for the Necromantic team, but with no sure hands on the Ghoul. Strip ball, and heck, even tackle. Even if something does happen to that strip ball, no problem. We still got another one, guys. And then, look, and then we still got alignment with Wrestle. So they're all ball hawks here in the backfield. Better watch out. This is something that the Necromantic team really needs to watch out for and contend with today. Can he hold on for the victory? I don't know. I just don't know. But we will see some magic coming out from the Wood Elf pretty soon. He cannot sit back. He must play a little bit aggressively, at least by the time the Necromantic team makes it to the midfield. The nice thing, though, is the Wood Elf team is up 1-0, and so if he's able to maybe get the score, then he should be able to ice the game. So the defensive side of the ball, he's not too afraid of at the moment, and we'll just be hoping that no more armor breaks comes out for the Necromantic team before he has a chance to try to pounce with one of those deadly War Dancers, more than likely though with that strip ball. But as we've seen earlier, War Dancer able to stand up to the test. Werewolf with that mighty blow hasn't been able to break through that tough armor thus far from the War Dancer. Did get that armor break there on the catcher, but no worse for wear. It's going to be a little bit of a stun. And we are to the next bit, and as you can see there, the 2 guard pieces right next to each other. That is exactly what the Necromantic team is going to plan to do against the strip ball War Dancer. But will it be enough? I don't think so. I just don't think so, because you're going to be able to get defender stumbles, and you're going to be able to have a couple of pushes on both the red dice. Doesn't even matter. I'll take that any day of the week. And so once that ball carrier just comes up a little bit more to the midfield, I'm jumping in. And the reason why you want to wait until he gets to the midfield is so that you can have extra Wood Elves here for the follow-up. Because if you can't get the follow-up and you can't get to the ball, then the War Dancer is going to get absolutely pummeled. And you better believe if he does get pummeled, then likely a zombie foul is coming up. And that's the dangerous thing about playing against the undead teams here. The zombies, skeletons, all that stuff can get that foul in, and since you have usually extra benches worth of zombie, then no problem. It's just gonna be foul city. What a foul city we live in. Should a Necro go for OT or score it? I think it kind of depends on the injuries. I think right here you should play for the overtime period. There's no need to rush it. If he can just grind it out here in the second half, try to continue to get some more injuries out. As long as the ball is in the hands of the school, you gotta be feeling safe. And after that, you just continue to blitz with your Mighty Blow, block Werewolf on all of these guys, and hopefully the Mighty Blow will activate if need be, and then take down some of these Wood Elves. So no real need to rush it. Going into overtime might not be so bad, but if he's unable to get those injuries and then the Wood Elf team gets the ball back on the coin flip, then I might be eating my words a little bit. But 8 turns of bashes coming out from the Necromancer team, that is definitely the way you want to go. Looks like though the War Dancer didn't want to take it. Did actually have an opening here for the leap in, and could have actually gotten a 1-die blitz out right there, but instead opted to go and get the blitz here on the zombie. I suppose one of those things where the Wood Elf team not feeling too particularly safe yet and just wanted to get his guys up before he tries anything too crazy. But I do believe a slight missed opportunity, had an opening, and actually after the blitz helped seal it up a little bit. Wow. Yeah, actually 2 openings, huh? In the back left and the top right. And truthfully, the back left would have been a little bit better for the leap in and the blitz, right? And then you could have pushed them up and then could have gotten the ball scattered there. So Notorious, NOOB, not as sharp as we've seen him, and some small missed opportunities, but there'll definitely be some more. And I think that's what the Wood Elf team is kind of banking on at the moment. It's just like, you know, I don't really have to hurry, but boy, a couple of armor breaks later, tree going down as well. Suddenly the middle is wide open, and the ghoul once again moves up, gets into place, and tries to take advantage of these ghouls. I mean, not the ghouls, of these whites with the guard ability. And I don't know if that's necessarily such a bad thing here, but looks like he is squaring away and not going to make things too easy here for any type of blitzes by the War Dancer. But one of those things where, again, if I really felt like it, I would do a 2 red die block with my strip ball. Again, I mean, sure, you are doing it uphill, but lots of pushes on those dice. A very high chance that it's going to go out. But it looks like Wood Elves continue to just play and just wants to play some defense, but unfortunately Tree simply just stands up and there's a stunned player, and this guy's a little bit out of the picture, so you're gonna have to play with basically just forward defense. And Necromancer team, he's gonna likely continue to just base up the Wood Elf team. There's no point in going anywhere too far, and there we go, gonna get another 2-die block, just a push here, but should get another try at it from the Werewolf. Yes, with Mighty Blow this time, likely to use the Shredding Claw, and he does, and yes, he's gonna get the KO out of it. Beautiful. That's the danger of playing against the Necromancer team, and just what the Necromancer team had envisioned going into these games. That's why you get these werewolves. You get that claw with that Mighty Blow combination. It's so good. So good. But now after that tree going down with the KO, it's kind of like, well, now who? Now who do I want to hit? But still, that is definitely a win in itself, because now you don't have to worry about your guys getting bashed down to the Mighty Blow, and that's it. All the rest do not have Mighty Blow. And again, just going to be holding on to these turns. No need to rush. Like I said, continue to get these bashes off, continue to get these KOs and entries, and hopefully the Wood Elf team doesn't get too fancy with the spices and jump in there yet with the strip on. Right now, he's absolutely not being too fancy. Just continue to play solid. I think this is what the Wood Elf team is trying to plan for. He knows that the Necromancer team isn't going to be scoring it anytime soon, and so why dive in now? I'm just going to dive in maybe turn 15, turn 16 by the latest. Put the ball on the ground, make it just a little bit more difficult for the guy to pick it up. Sure, maybe no sure hands, but maybe force a reroll out here and there. And then after that, take advantage. Only one more reroll left even. So one of those things in which the Necromantic team has to watch out for. And even though the Wood Elves are down to, what, 6-7 players here on the pitch, they still have a good shot of winning this game. I mean, can you believe it? They are pretty much being outnumbered, outstrength on the pitch, but with high movement allowance, with the agility 4, with the strip ball, with the tackle war dancers, they are never out of it. Never. And I know, right? Necromantic team absolutely leaving openings everywhere. It's like he just wants to get the 2 red dice block out. Like, come on, you know you want to do it, come on. And there you go, he's past the midfield now, and I'm still kind of curious, when will these war dancers pounce? How much more armor needs to be broken before the war dancers jump in there? And there's a big hit there and a stun. Like I said before, Wood Elves really wants to get a follow-up, if anything, if he wants to continue with the War Dancer dive-ins on the leaps. But here, the blitz again, just being used on the werewolf. And likely just to try to put a screen up, and not going to do anything as of yet. And I like the patience coming out, but can there be just a thing about too much patience? Little bit too much patience. Ooh, big injury there. And he's gonna have to hope like crazy the generation works, and it does. And if this thing does go into overtime, we'll see that werewolf back. And again, that's the difference here. That's the nice thing about the Necromantic team. Regeneration on top of those claw pieces, and so you're not too concerned about those guys. Well, you're still concerned, but it's one of those things where you're not as concerned. The doggy does go out, scum. The doggy does indeed go out. There's the big bash. The KO. Oh, it's just unrelenting here with those armor breaks. This time coming out from the fleshy. And with the stunned lineman there on this right side, it is absolutely the ball going this way. And if he can put a cage up, then he will definitely do it. And of course, with the supports, with the whites, you don't want to go out on your own in the middle of the night, especially during the purge. But he'll be okay. The Necromantic team, he likes the purge. He's one of the downtrodden citizens, as you can see. And he's looking to take from the rich. Now the Necromantic team looking so good, actually getting surrounds here now. After a while, it's just not looking great. But the skull's coming out. Not going to spend the reroll there, the last precious one. And so he's going to let that one fall. And that is great because likely the blitz, the leaps, likely to be coming out very soon. There we go. Doesn't even need leaps. Just give me the time and day. Gonna need to reroll that. Oh, unfortunately, that is what the War Dancer here, that is what the Wood Elf team was kind of fearing. He says, okay, sure, I'll still be able to get the 2 red die block, but pushes don't always come out, VG. What's up with that? You were telling me all this time, and this is what I get. Well, yeah, but no worse for wear, right? Yeah, he's gonna get hit, but unlike Ducky's game, I'm not gonna get surfed out of there at least. Turn 15, we'll get the hit in, and we'll see that War Dancer go down, but no big injuries. Necromantic team, if anything, really wants to hold it for one more turn. You don't want to give Wood Elves the chance of a 2-turn touchdown. They'll easily be able to take it down the pitch and score it, and give each other, you know, tummy rubs and, you know, high fives and whatever else they'd like to do in this league. And there's another death injury here. Apo already being used, and ouch, absolute big hit from the white, and he doesn't even have Mighty Blow. Who needs Mighty Blow when the Wood Elves just drop one by one? Oh yeah, crowd is absolutely growing wild there. And there you go. This is the danger of playing a Wood Elf team right here. Sure, we've seen some spectacular wins, but we have seen some spectacular losses as well. And this is going to be one of those big L's in the column for the Wood Elf team. There, the foul coming up, the solo foul, but gonna get sent off. At least we'll get the stun though, and so won't have to worry about that War Dancer jumping in and trying to follow up. And with just what, 2-3 Wood Elves on the pitch, likely to be no follow-up. This is gonna go into overtime here, yes, and even the Wood Elves even pretty much acknowledges it themselves. Or do they? There's the blitz coming out. Notorious Noob now showing the sharpness and trying to get around to take away the assist, but unfortunately not going to do so. And not only that, a death injury on the dodge miss. Man, overstretching himself there. But I guess why not? But still, it's just going to be a big dodge miss. Wanting to take away the assist so they can have the one dive block on the ball carrier with strip ball. That would have been so nice, but unfortunately, we'll never know. Necro 19 gets the block in and doesn't even need to look back. 1-1 guillotine therapy. Eelm is gonna tie it up there, and with the Wood Elves being so beaten up, I don't know if we're going to see a one-turner. I don't know, but he will get back both of the KOs. How fortunate is that, ladies and gentlemen? And that is quite nice. But I just don't see the one-move touchdown so easily. Maybe you had a sidestep piece. This would be a whole lot easier to attain, but we'll see. He does have the flesh golems with the 2 stand firms, and so that is pretty nice right there. And if anything, can at least try to make it to where getting to that centerpiece, not too easy. So he's going to put 5 guys back there to block off anything and lightly just try to put a nice tight formation here in the center so that the blitz doesn't come out too easily. Unfortunately, can't get the blitz on the flesh golem. Has to blitz this zombie in the center and get him right into range. Will we see another riot on the pitch? And this time, though, it will gain a turn. But we'll see, though. Earlier, Wood Elves in the first half did lose a turn on the right on the 7th turn to lose it into the 8th round. And didn't even get a chance to get in position for a one-move touchdown. But there's the kick and the root from the tree. Looks like he wants to take down a fleshy first. Yes, before the blitz to drop him into position. But it appears, though, no, Wood Elves, like I said before, not so easy without sidestepping piece, and so won't be getting the one-turner, and we'll go into the overtime period, 1-1, in which the Wood Elf team really hopes like crazy if he can get that coin flip to go his way and have the slight advantage to win the game. Luckily, though, that those skulls coming out there by the end doesn't get too bad of an injury. Did get the stun out, but whew, really dodged the bullet there. Look at all the death injury. Oh man, the mire of death on the side, and of course the Necroman team loves seeing that. And with the coin flip, and with half the team of the Wood Elves out, if the Necros get it, yes indeed, the Necro team does get it, and the Wood Elves are in big trouble. Just gonna have, what, 6 Wood Elves on the pitch, 5 Wood Elves in the tree. I don't even hardly think that's really worth it. But when you have strip ball, when you have tackle, you're just never out of it, are you? And of course, the Necromantic team still has to continue to move very methodically up the pitch and very carefully. As long as these War Dancers are still there, he has to be quite careful of where he steps, and we're not even looking for shite here. Perfect defense, that'll help out. Won't get bashed down too badly. At least we'll be maybe able to save one of the linemen from too much hurt. And gonna move along to the left side. And actually he's gonna put the War Dancer a little bit closer and hope like crazy there's gonna be a missed pickup roll, because at this point that's all the Wood Elf team really needs is some type of nuffling. But that will mean that the Necromantic team will have a chance for the blitz now on the War Dancer, now that there is no blitz on the kickoff. No, actually it was a perfect defense, right? So there was going to be no blitz whatsoever. Well, he's put this Ward Dancer in the danger zone. I don't know if he wanted to do that or not, but is going to be putting him there nonetheless, and will likely get blitzed down. I kind of don't see it going any other way, I think. Kinda. Yes, that is correct. With the Mighty Blow, you can either choose to have it on the armor break or on the injury. But if you use it on the armor, then you can't use it on the injury roll. And that's the really nice thing about that Mighty Blow. It activates on either or, but not on both. Get that phone right back up, Tree Punch. Don't let me down. Wood Elf team, though, trying to sully up the numbers and does get the armor break, but not going to get much more. The blitz here from the Tackle War Dancer. Not going to get too far, though. Just wants to blitz down the zombie. Again, wait for them to come to midfield and then pounce. But before, in the second half, I thought that the War Dancer was going to pounce at the midfield at the back right here. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And lots of missed opportunities afterwards. And then a whole bunch of injuries. The Necro team was able to just score it clean and easy. I know. Salty elves and their salty tears. Always so tasty. And there we go. More hits in, and we'll be able to get the hits off. Unfortunately, Mighty Blow didn't even need to be triggered, because the best the injury could have been done was the 7. So still would have just been a stun there. But now the ball moves up. The guard whites playing guard duty around the ball. And definitely wants to continue to play it safe. But how can the Wood Elves proceed? Can they get in there and pop that ball loose? All he needs is just a moment in time. And a moment is all he'll ever get, really. But when will he take these moments? I mean, how many opportunities are going to be missed? Here's the blitz, though. Coming up, though, on the zombie. He's not going to He's still playing it patient, guys. Such patient Blood Bowl. Lots of times you may get rewarded for it. But today, I really feel like playing a little bit too soft. Not taking enough risk. And now the Necro team gonna move along. Just one big blob of a team just going up the pitch. As I said before, no particular hurry, and they can't be. If anything, the Necro team, they're the ones that needs to play patient Blood Bowl, and they're the ones that just needs to take their time with it. Not the Wood Elves. They need to play aggressive fairly soon. Otherwise, they're just gonna be absolutely steamrolled. And the Blodge Ghoul just moves up. Gonna still continue to be protected by those guard whites. I mean, no matter what, you're going to be staring down the 2 red die block. Well, if any time, this is it. Hopefully, Necro team screws up the formation something, because you're going to need it. It's going to need it, guys. But was the coin toss GG, or is it still in contention because of Wood Elves? It is still in contention because of Wood Elves, but it's definitely slipping from the Wood Elves' grasp. I will say that with the Necro team getting the coin flip, that did give the advantage to them. I'm not going to say that it was GG, but Wood Elves with the strip ball, with the tackle, you're never really out of it, because the Ghoul definitely are susceptible to that blitz, especially even a 2 red die block coming out from the War Dancer. He's going to have to do it one of these days. And there's the leap. There's the 3+ leap to get into the 2 red die block, but can still get the both down die. Oh, not going to get it. Not going to get it. All this patience, and still just going to be a red dice. Both down on there. Oh, man. Not too good. About a... Oh boy, I don't even want to fathom right now, but definitely it's just one of those times in which the 3 red die block. You'd think surely I'd get a couple of pushes after the reroll, but they're not going to get it. And here with the stun and likely a foul coming up afterwards, as long as the strip ball is on the pitch, the Wood Elf still has a chance, even though the chances are slipping ever so slowly. But if he can foul him and get the big injury out, all that is left on the pitches to worry about is a tackle War Dancer. And if you're hoping for a 2 red die block to come out, either defender down, defender stumbles, or the combination of both, then your chances are going that much more down the tubes. And there you go, the injury after the foul. There's going to be no more follow-ups, just 1 War Dancer left with the linemen. Will they be enough? I just don't think so. Yes, and of course, as pointed out, Wood Elves twice had chances for a 1 die attack early on in the second half and just bypassed it, just absolutely bypassed it. There's the leap in, 2 red die block, and the defender stumbles! Look at that! Look at that! Couldn't do it before, does it? Finally gets through. The ball is going to get popped out, but the War Dancer comes with it, and that's actually a good thing, because now he can actually try to move away with it. The War Dancer, the Wood Elves, they're never really out of it, are they? Ooh, gonna fail the GFI. Is gonna have to spend the last reroll to get away from danger. And will he try to at least get the screen up here? Oh, yes, indeed, the lineman there. Oh, he actually had 2 more line elves left. I thought there was just 1 here in the backfield, but there was another one back there. But he's going to fail the GFI. Coming over to try to save the day, to try to square away the Necromancer team. Sure, the Necromancer team would have likely gotten the block out, the blitz or something, but would have made it a little bit more difficult. Still would have been a blitz over the top, if anything, but unfortunately will be caught up. All he needs to do, though, is survive 1 more blitz. And of course, as I said before, Necromancer team does not have a guy with tackle, and so needs a defender down on this blitz. At least he's got the reroll here in hand for the blitz coming up. He needs to hit pay dirt. Otherwise, this War Dancer is going to just score it. See you later. Goodbye. There's the first frenzy hit. So he's got 3 rolls. There, yes, the defender down die. We'll be able to take him down. Necros have been stalled up. And likely to get that ball back. And the Ghoul still here on the pitch, but the Wood Elves may be able to do some more damage. Ball is not clear. And the War Dancer, he still has a chance, except the zombie likely to come up to get the foul after the GFI, but he's going to fail the GFI, so going to have to re-roll that. And, ooh, not going to be able to get the assist here, or maybe even the foul coming out from him. Unfortunately, we'll never know. But he wanted to get the foul on that War Dancer. Now the War Dancer can just easily dodge away and then get there. And the last re-roll coming out from the Wood Elves. Needed it there. Wanted to at least get the 2-die blitz here after the dodge away. And actually dodged to a tougher spot, but doesn't matter. Still gets the roll anywho on the 3+. And there's the blitz, but unfortunately re-roll already used. And this guy, he doesn't have strip ball, unfortunately. And no defender down die, no defender stumbles. They're not out of the woods yet, though. Needs to get his ball carrier out of danger. The White's like, look, I'm here for the bashes. I'm not here for the ball holding. He just needs to get away, and this is always the danger. Like I said before, it's never GG for the Wood Elf team, but there, we'll find a nice little push combination. Once again here, Eelm showing why he's here in the World Cup. We'll be able to take down the dangerous lineman and also bump the ball carrier away from danger, away from that War Dancer. Not only that, should be able to get a nice little box around the ball carrier coming up. And with this lineman here stunned, I don't know here, should be able to get the dodge away and then maybe take away the assist, and then still likely to get a 2-die block coming up, man. There we go. Necromancer team spotting it, but oh, moved it a little bit too far. Now the Wood Elves just needs to take the spot there, and after that, War Dancer should be able to jump in. Nope, he's gonna just go and blitz down the ghoul. I guess with just 2 more turns left to play, Necroman team might be a little bit too far to score it himself, and this might actually go into kickoff overtime. Kickoff overtime, guys. This might happen. This might happen. And of course, in the kickoff overtime, I've checked with the developers this time, and the way kickoff overtime works is that if you have any rerolls in the palm of your hands, that is all plussies and it's basically the dice roll plus the rerolls minus 1, so that it's not a guaranteed first kick. You could still just roll a you still could roll a 1 with 1, well actually no, 1 with 1 reroll, but yeah, that's basically though the rerolls are all counted in. If you see the big reroll thing pop up, you don't click on it. It doesn't matter if you click on it or not, because that doesn't matter. Ooh, the ball though is gonna move up, and he's gonna try to get away and try not to get the kickoff overtime. Look at that. But there, the dodges can't get him down. That's the danger. Nobody with tackle. A little bit surprised that the Necroman team didn't pick one guy up with the tackle ability, but he's gonna have to survive a leap. But the Wood Elf War Dancer is gonna have to go through hell and high water to get this blitz off. There's the leap. Gonna fail to 3+, and wow, hopefully not gonna fail the GFI himself coming up on this touchdown. No rerolls left there. Can it be a 1 and 6? No. Touchdown, Eelm! Gonna be able to take one away from the Wood Elf team, but I have to say the Wood Elf team didn't really play as accurately as they should have. Missing a few 1-die blitzes from the strip ball War Dancers, and not just once, quite a few times there, and gonna pay with it, and gonna pay with it big. 2 kills, 3 injuries, 4 KOs coming out on the 45 block succeeded. Nothing but armor breaks, and that's pretty much what won them the game. But boy, even with the even with the missed blitzes, even with some of the things, the inaccuracies coming out from the Wood Elf team, they still had a chance to win it by the end. They damn near, they almost did by the end, but just could not pull it off. Just couldn't. Absolutely exciting overtime, as we are going to take a look here at the brackets. Wow, they should have had it so many times, but unfortunately, Notorious Noob will falter with the Wood Elves against a Necroman team in which some would quite feel that that was a bit of an easier draw for the Wood Elf team. But a nice, well-played game by Eelm, and again proves why he's there, proves why he's in the World Cup, and moves on to the second round. If I could find his name and then give him the victory. There we go. I can't find it, guys. Look at that. Nobody gave him half a chance. Look at that. 90% of you guys voted for Notorious Noob, including myself. Shame on you. Necromantic team will face off against the Lizardman team, and the Lizardman team can't really be happy about seeing that because, boy, lots of claw, and of course Necro team, as you see, with the block and the mighty blow with the claw, not going to be some fun times. And heck, you do get a double skill coming up in the second round here, and Necroman team can just basically forego it and maybe go for piling on mighty blow with the claw. That's the dream, baby. Oh no, you can't, because that's the 2 skills for the werewolf. So you can't do it. Well, still though, they will still have a dangerous werewolves to contend with. Next up though, don't you guys go away. We are gonna see another interesting matchup, and one that actually had played yesterday. But because I'm trying to look for different races to play, I'm trying to showcase all those matches. Sure, a bunch of human and dwarves played. I didn't want to show those matches. Not anymore, and so I want to show somewhere, if I can find it. Yes, Nacho Bill taking off Palladius, where Palladius had won 3 keys to come in, 3 tickets to come into the World Cup, the most out of just about every coach coming into the World Cup. So We're gonna see what he has in store for us, as he will take on the Skaven team that is gonna have a rat ogre, will have his gutter runners, and like I said before, if I was making a Skaven team, I likely would have made it just like Nacho Bills. So don't you guys go away. Of course, if you haven't already and you like what you see, please hit that follow button. It definitely helps me out in the long run. Of course, if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. More role-playing games, strategy, and the survival games to come on my channel, as well as loads of Blood Bowl action, all the World Cup right here on my channel. Don't you guys go away. I'll be back in just a minute.